Welcome back to Unisystem Shadowrun. I am your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince, and I'm sitting alongside my players today. And the last time we had left off, it looks like the group was in the middle of talking to, well, they actually finished up talking to a rival gang that came into town, the Iron Wolves. And Smoothie had a wonderful conversation with them over some pie at the Whole Pie, and trying to convince them that maybe that there's time for a change in town and they should help get rid of the black serpents from the town. And the leader of the group seemed like he might have been convinced, but he said he was going to go back and speak to his club about it and get back to Smoothie in some short time. And that's where we kind of left off. You guys were sitting at the whole pie, enjoying the various pie flavors that were involved there. So I'll hand it
All
over to
right.
you guys.
So I'm going to take a bite of the pie, chew it for a second, then look around and say, look, guys, I know you guys want to go to the FBI and try to get them in on this, but there's one thing I don't know if you've considered. If any of these guys, especially the Iron Wolves, found out that we have been talking to the FBI, they're not going to ask questions. Okay? They'll probably just immediately assume that we're double agents or something of that nature, and we might end up having two biker gangs on our ass versus just one.
Didn't Stonehands contact the agent?
Yes.
I let him know what was going on with the aftermath of. He answered the phone when I told him about the drug not being bail not being an issue anymore, that the formula was destroyed, and that the child was returned to his mother, and so she was out of the picture and no longer being coerced into the manufacturing aspect of things. He's like, oh, okay, and he was all happy. And then we got paid.
Mm-hmm.
We contacted the original guy that
Mr.
wanted
Johnson.
the information, Johnson, yes. And I donated my part to the rebuilding of the clinic.
Right.
Then we had the meeting. I had a meeting with Jade around the time after Smoothie got sprung from jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was about it as far as after that was this meeting we had the pie hole, and that was the last I heard from the FBI guy.
And you also had a $25 gift card from Radio Shack as an apology.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I gave that to the doc too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so I have a $25.
You got the free electronics that you needed, also, so plus $25 gift card.
All I'm saying is once we get the FBI involved, then we better keep that shit locked down. Because if it gets out on the street that we're wheeling and dealing with law enforcement, we're gonna be locked out.
Well, that's true, and I have a plan how to deal with this meat too. I have to talk to a contact of mine who's a rigger, and to see what kind of, we spent some time in the military together, and I want to know I need to know what kind of hardware he's got available, because I may ask him. He's my buddy from my Shadowrun character creation. I made a guy with some firepower go to this meet because I really want to take out as many of them as we can, and I want to. I have a nice, pristine, beautiful hunting rifle that I could reach out and touch someone, and I'm thinking that Miss Red Lion Ruby needs to go away.
I might be missing something, but what specific meat are you talking about?
Oh, this is the meat that I learned about where the black serpents are going to buy the weapons from another gang, that they're just going to light up this whole town and blame it on me.
Yeah, that's right.
And I figured, well, if Razor doesn't like me already, and they're planning on blaming me for a bunch of mayhem and other stuff, I might as well take away something that makes him happy. And he's already wants to kill me anyway, so it can't get much worse as far as what they're going to do to me. I just don't want to mess up things worse for you guys. But yeah, I'm thinking about taking her out, and as many of whoever is at the meet, and the weapons, try to destroy the weapons, whatever weapons we can. And that's a meet that's taking place very soon down at the dock. And I was hoping to get, the only reason for contacting the FBI was try to put the stop to the aspect of it, because I didn't figure there was much that we could do to stop them from getting the weapons, and this is the plan that I have come up with to at least try to keep as much of those weapons as we can off the streets, because that's going to be no better for, than taking no. It's just as bad as having bail on the streets. It's having all those things going around, all the collateral damage.
Here's what I suggest we do, because obviously just 3 of us against them will probably get one or all of us killed. But we could theoretically, if we can find out the exact time and place of this exchange, this buy.
Rick,
Well, I
that's
have
maybe
that information.
Okay, then let's anonymously feed that information to the FBI. Let them deal with it, because I mean, 3 of us going in Rambo style. I mean, there could be a dozen or more.
Oh well, I'm just thinking. I'm gonna be about 200-300 yards out with the rifle, my nice little scope.
But that won't, unless you kill every single one of them. That's not
Oh, no.
necessarily going to stop.
Well, here's the thing. If my rigger buddy does have the nice combat drone, heavily armed combat drone, that can be, the main assault, where we don't even have to be near the vicinity at all. And if whatever they can take, we can take that way. We can stand a better chance of taking out a dozen or 2 dozen guys with a heavily armed drone, and not risk us or my buddy for that matter. Would just cost.
Sure. What do you think, Doctor Dude?
Man, I think what we should do is try to find where these guns are rigged, right? And maybe booby trapping them, so when they open up the case, they explode and they blame each other.
I mean, that would involve us, 1, finding the source of the weapons, 2, getting close enough to the weapons to do that, and then 3, getting out of there alive.
And I don't have any information about who the other gang is. Just that the Black Serpents, Redline Ruby is, heading up the meet with the Black Serpents and this other gang to get the weapons. So it's a limited window of opportunity to either stop these weapons, which I would like to do.
But I think it might be essential to find out who the actual sellers are, and maybe stop the weapons at the source. Because if they're a smaller gang, think about it. If they're a smaller gang.
Well, here's the thing. I think we have a matter of. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vince. We have them. This is taking place in a few hours, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
So it's not like we have time to figure out.
Oh shit! Okay, I thought we had
this is
days or whatever.
It's midnight.
No, this is
it's
going
to happen at midnight. So.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And what time is it now?
I would say probably 7 o'clock.
Okay, so we have about 5 hours.
It's peak pie time.
and it's going to be at the docks.
Downtown warehouse docks, yeah.
Downtown warehouse, yeah.
I wonder how they're bringing them in. Are they bringing the weapons by truck or by boat?
See, I have no access to any of that information and no way to really find out other than the information I already have from Jade.
What about the FBI? What if they already know about this gang?
I can't get any contact back from the FBI. I let Agent Stone know about this, that the Black Serpents were trying to coordinate with another gang to buy weapons, and talked to him about it. And I gave him the information I have, other than where it's going on. Figuring he would try to get back to me, and nothing.
How about this? We know exactly where the drop is going to be taking place.
Yeah.
Why we let the drop happen, right? And get the Black Serpents on their way back, to the to wherever they're going, get their truck or whatever, and steal it there. There'll be a whole lot less guys on the way to their base, right?
Ambush them as they're leaving. Matter of fact, if the deal goes through, right, then they'll probably have a false sense of security. And if we hit them while they're on the road, that would make them way more vulnerable versus them being out on alert. Because we might have a combat drone, but who knows what they have? Remember, this is a huge, giant organization. Apparently, is nationwide. You don't think they're not going to bring their own level of firepower?
Yeah, probably. I
True.
mean,
True.
but we still gotta figure out where the sources of weapons are coming from, anyway, man.
Well, you know
But
what? Does it
yeah,
really matter though? Because the source of the weapons aren't our problem. The problem is where those weapons are going.
well, where they
I
can get
mean,
one,
long
they can
term, it
do
would be
right?
nice to be able to find out where those weapons are coming from. But at the same time, it's more about the weapons being in our town, shooting up our town, and burning down our town because of the Black Serpents, and them trying to frame me for it. Me specifically, not us. Yeah. So I don't care so much about the framing part as the stuff that I'm being framed for. Don't want that to
So
happen.
And we also have to be careful. Here's the thing. We also have to be careful because if you already told the FBI this information, they might already have an operation going themselves. And I mean, because he's under no obligation to let you in on FBI plans.
Oh, I know.
Right.
But I didn't tell him.
So,
I didn't tell him where it was, or what. All I said was, "Hey, there's this meet going down that you should probably know about." Blah blah blah.
yeah, because the last thing we want to do is actually get
Because I
in a
wanted to talk to
crossfire.
him.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually talk to him. I wasn't going to leave it. There was this, on a recording or anything.
Yeah. Well,
That
I think we
becomes a
should.
"you said this" situation rather
Yeah.
than a hearsay situation.
Right. So maybe we should do like Dr. Dude suggests and hit them as they're leaving. Because like I said, then they'll be in their trucks. They'll be their security will be no longer entrenched, so to speak, while the deal goes down. And
Well,
that
yeah,
might
it's
be
always better
great.
to hit it. It's always better to hit them while they're moving.
Yeah. Plus, and then we'll have the opportunity, and then the weapons will be in one spot, and we can actually destroy the weapons.
you know what we could do is just take the weapons, right, and rig the supply boxes to explode, so they think they still got the guns.
But
when they
that plan, Dr. Dude, that plan involves us getting close to those weapons and doing all that.
No, I mean, like when they're transporting it back, right? So we stop the truck, we take the weapons out, we booby trap the boxes, and when they go back to their base, it blows up in their town, and they blame the suppliers.
I guess I'm missing the part.
Well,
where,
but the weapons are coming here for the Black Serpents to use, not going anywhere. I would rather just hit them while they're traveling, blow their truck up, full of weapons, and definitely put a bullet in Ruby's head.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like the best plan. That right there, hit them while they're. Now, guys, we have to be careful though, because we have to hit them before they get out into the main population, right?
Right, because we don't want to be blowing up residential areas.
Yeah, we don't want to be blowing
collateral
up
damage. And
can we pull out a map? I'm going to pull out a map of the area, right? Let's actually look at a map.
Okay.
So we have the docks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I assume that there's some sort of highway system through all here, right?
Yeah.
So midnight, there's going to be far less traffic, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is the distance between, let's say, the docks, and let's say, I assume that any roads would go through downtown?
Yeah, there will be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the safe zone to hit them would be between the docks and before they hit downtown. Like basically like the highway, maybe, or like right as they're leaving the docks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
because here's another thing we have to consider. We don't want to do a bunch of damage to the docks either, because that will come down on us. That's a lot of, we're trying to avoid collateral damage as well. So I kind of put a little red circle on the so-called sweet spot, right? Where they would be in a kind of a like, I'm not sure how many trucks they're gonna have, like maybe one or two. So there'll be maybe more, I don't know. And so I put a little red circle where this is like where the sweet spot is for hitting them.
So my thought process is, right, if we go with my plan, if we go to your plan and just destroy them, the next time they have a shipment, they're going to be twice as armed, right? So yeah, say we destroy this set of weapons and it has a very light convoy, but the next one, since we destroyed these ones, it's going to be much heavier and much harder to get to, right? But if we trick them into thinking the suppliers have rigged it, they won't be so
Well,
eager.
here's the problem with that plan, though. The problem is that requires us to have all kinds of information and access we just don't have in a very, very short period of time. There's no way for us to get to where the weapons are to sabotage the weapons.
No, this would be on the transport too. This would be
Like, how are
after.
you
We
gonna
don't know
get
where
the
they're
weapons?
we don't know where they're coming from. We don't know
No,
what the gang is.
This would be
All we
after
know is they're going to be, again, that goes back to 3 of us against dozens of bikers, to stop them, stop the truck, get into the truck, sabotage the weapons, and then run away and let them recover the weapons. We don't have the means to do that. We don't have the means to sneak anywhere to find the weapons because we don't know where the weapons are going to be until they're at the meet. So yeah, it would be a great idea to sabotage everything, but I
I'm
just
saying
don't see
afterwards, after they're transporting it away.
right.
What do
That,
you?
but again,
that's the part of the plan
that's
that we
the
don't
problem.
understand.
That's the part that I don't see how that's going to happen. They're going to transport them where we're transporting them. Then they have them, and they can start doing whatever they want to do with them. And there's going to be no time to sabotage them.
That's why we've stopped the convoy, right?
Oh,
Right, and that's
Dr.
the
Do you
problem that I'm
okay,
having.
hold on.
There's
Do you
3
have
of us.
ability? Right.
That's
Dr.
not
Do
going to
do
work.
you have some sort of ability that we don't know about? Like, do you
Let's-
have any like super stealth technology or an ability to stop the trucks, get onto the truck, sabotage everything without them realizing that you're there, getting off the truck, and then getting away, all without them realizing that you're there?
I don't know about that, but if we stop the truck and get in, and you're assuming that there's dozens of people there. If there's only like 2 or 3 bikers, we could easily take care of them.
Do you honestly believe that this huge weapons deal is only going to have 2 or 3 bikers?
After the meeting, when they're transporting it, they're going to be having guards all over the place when they're at the meeting,
The
right?
guards are going to be going with the truck.
Maybe a few.
It's going to be
where the rest going?
It's going to be a crowd of bikers around a truck, and as a going down the road. When the way I would do it, I would have the truck. I would have a screen of bikers in the front, and a screen of bikers in the rear, just traveling along apparently. But it would be, a coherent, kind of like when they have a important person like the president or something, and they have their motorcycle, brigade, like screen, and then they have the other 2 cars, front and back of the main limousine, that kind of thing. So there's no real easy way to run it for 3 guys to run in there and get the football and then, do something with the football. Football being the objective.
The MacGuffin.
Yeah, the MacGuffin, whatever
I just thought it was
in
a
this
bunch of
case, the
weapons.
weapons. It's a truckload of weapons to arm dozens of bikers. Heavy weapons, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, big shit, missiles, not trying to think of what the word is, but like surface to air type Stinger missiles, shit, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Dude, it's like that plan would actually be pretty cool if we had any information on how like, for instance, if they were coming in on a boat, for example, we might be able to somehow maybe intercept the boat. I don't know, but Stonehands is right. We just don't have the information to.
And here's the other dilemma that goes along with it. This is all assuming that Jade is not that Jade is legitimate. That the story she told me is legitimate. That she doesn't want to be in the gang because they killed her friend, but she's stuck in it because for whatever reason she can't get out. That she's legitimate and not lying, and it's not a setup to draw me in to the exact situation, which becomes an ambush for me and then therefore us. So I would rather hit them without us being directly in the line of fire, so to speak. And if we can use if my buddy does have a combat drone and can do this, I would rather do it that way at low risk to us. And if it is an ambush meant to, trap in and or kill me or whatever reason, then we're not sucked into it.
So all of this is going to come down. So all of this is going to come down to whether your buddy comes through or not. So we really can't make any
True,
real
true.
plans until
Well,
we know
I'm
we're getting in the combat room.
I'm still planning on being set up and taking out Redline Ruby. That's one thing I can do, and it's one thing I need to do because
And you got a
if I can't
sniper
stop,
rifle, I assume.
more or less. I mean, it's
Okay.
officially not sniper rifle from the rule book, but it's a next best thing that I could get. Long, yeah, very very nice hunting rifle with a
Stonehands.
very
Yeah,
good
but-
scope.
Hold on, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stonehands, you get a text message on your phone that says, "Don't acknowledge me," from an unknown number when you look at your phone. Then you hear the bell of the door, you know, a little ding ding, and you see Agent Stone walking in, and he sits down at the
Okay.
bar, maybe a couple seats away from you. He has a newspaper. He sits there for a few minutes, and you guys continue talking, and then he
Okay.
leaves, but the newspaper stays.
All right. I'll give him a couple of minutes. And after he leaves and I don't see him anymore,
He's gone.
all right. I'm gonna like quietly whisper to one of these guys. One of you guys go to the bathroom. I'm gonna get up and go over to the counter, and I'm gonna sit down and settle up our bill and take a look at that newspaper while that's going on, and we'll get ready to go.
I say kind of loudly. It's like, oh man, I gotta take a shit. You know, and I get up and
Everybody in the
Go to
restaurant's
the
like, ugh.
That's ills for you.
All right. I'll take care of the bill, and
I didn't think
we'll,
elves poop because all they eat is vegetables and lettuce
and pie.
and pie.
Oh, that makes them regular, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, so
Anyway.
Smoothie goes to the bathroom.
I get up, go over to the counter, settle up our bill.
Yeah, it's like, I don't
And
know, like
look at the
$10.
news.
Pie's cheap in this town.
All right. Pie, good pie.
Yep. You take the newspaper and you unfold it and you see a whole document that says Stonehands it's like a sealed envelope. It says Stonehands.
Okay, I'll slip that inside my jacket pocket,
Okay.
inside my coat,
Okay.
and then after Smoothie comes out of the I'll settle the bill. After Smoothie comes out of the bathroom, I'll hit the bathroom, or I'll head for the bathroom. You know, depending on if it's a one whole outhouse or
No. The bathroom's a normal bathroom. Has multiple
okay.
stalls in it. You guys can play battle shits if you want. It's up to you.
No, let's not do that.
It actually smells better after Smoothie's been in there.
Part Dandelions, right?
It smells like strawberries.
I don't want to
He's
know.
wafts his cologne all over the place.
La 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 la. Yeah, I'll just go in the bathroom and I'll pick a stall and I'll check out the document.
So the document is from Agent Stone, and he's like, "I've got your messages. I apologize. I was unable to contact you right away, but we're being watched." He said the group that is assisting the Serpents tonight with the handoff is a triad gang named Black Lotus. And he says the leader of the Black Lotus game is Li Fang. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, excuse me, but whatever. And I'll put in chat what he looks like. There's like a picture. There's like a picture in there as well of him, and that's the chat for this little thing here. He's kind of like in maybe like I would say late 50s, slick back hair and a suit, typical Chinese mobster, so to speak, because that's what the triad is.
Yeah.
He said he also continues along. He goes, the route they're going to be coming in on is Baker Street, and like
Baker Street again.
Yep. And here's kind of
Okay.
like he gives you like a good point on Baker Street where you guys can kind of hide on building tops if you want to take them out before they get there. He said they're probably on their way. I would say they're probably going to be coming in at least 30 minutes before the meet. He says probably a couple of black SUVs because that's generally what they drive.
Okay.
And that's it. You just hear people pooping in the bathroom. I don't know. Is Smoothie still in the bathroom or do you leave?
I left.
Okay.
It doesn't take long for elves to shit.
I don't know.
It's all the
anything.
fiber, all the vegetables they eat.
It just slides out.
Okay. We don't need to get into those details, but sure. Okay.
La 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 la.
Is it spackly? Is it running?
Jeff.
What is it?
Jeff. We here on the podcast do not condone the actions of Jeff.
The poop of elves.
Well, you could tell there's someone else in the bathroom with you, obviously.
It's Agent Stone. He had to go before he left.
Wait, he went outside, then went back into the bathroom?
He snuck back in. He's like, "Oh man, I really gotta go. I don't want them
He
to
put
see
it
me."
in the back way.
He's running, holding his hand against his cheeks. Cheeks stay together. Like Cheech and Chong. God, never mind.
Oh, it's been far too long since.
Up in smoke, yeah.
Yep.
So okay, so you're not pooping, but you're in the stall by yourself, and you obviously hear more people with you, but that's normal. It's a bathroom.
Yeah. And once I read all this information, I will make the appropriate flushing, etc. noises, and then I will exit to the restaurant and then see if everybody's ready to go.
As the door is closing, you hear, "Ooh, you didn't even wash your hands."
My question is that you make the flushing noises. You didn't say you flushed the
Oh,
toilet.
that's true. He just went boosh.
That's what I meant. I meant, flush, etc., etc.
That's true. See, Rob has a point there. You made the flushing noise, but you didn't actually flush.
That's not what I meant. I meant flush the toilet.
Did you just leave a turd in the toilet?
But yeah, as the door's closing, "Ooh, you didn't even wash your hands? That's gross."
Does this sound like Smokey Joe?
No, it's not Smokey Joe.
Well, I'm just saying, he's a sneaky guy, and if he was in the bathroom, I might have to take the opportunity.
I bet.
I don't want to know. Stop it.
Not a number 2, an
But a number
opportunity.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Doc,
Alright.
have another edible and settle down.
Hey, these pies are really good.
Okay, then.
Everybody give me a perception check now that you're all back at the booth. And Stonehands didn't wash his hands, so.
Is that the first perception?
Yep.
Is that why we're...
Yeah, roll your perception and tell me how many,
I got a 15.
So that's... get my
Got to break out my dice.
screen. Get my old director screen out here.
Where are the right dice?
It's just a 10-sided
Oh,
die.
we should add notice, right?
Perception should already be set up for you, but yeah, it should have...
It's perception plus notice.
Yep.
That's your perception.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I got it right.
So you got a 15 then?
Yeah.
You got very good 4 success levels. Rick, what did you get?
Trying to read rating.
I got 17.
Perception.
Jeff got 5. Okay.
Now, question: when you put perception out, you put perception plus notice, right?
Yes.
Okay, then
I got force.
No,
Okay,
your perception's in your attributes.
Well, I know that, but you're supposed to add your attributes and skills. That's how it works.
That's what he's doing.
Okay, because
It's
then I
perception
have a
plus
+7 for perception because I have a 6 by itself for perception plus 1 notice.
Yeah. Okay,
And
fine.
it's a 7.
All right, so it should be 7. All right, so actually I got a 16.
I also got a 16. That's 4 successes.
So 4, 4, and 5. Okay. Dr. Dude, when you're eating your pie...
Ugh, did you wash your hands, dude? What the hell?
No, that's not the perception check. But you do notice that he walked out without throwing away paper towels or anything, so you could mention that. You hear a familiar voice coming from the other booth. It's like, I got to settle up and get out of here, and it sounds like Smokey Joe.
Oh, hell no.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
we
think
don't
I have
notice
to
that
notice that when Stillfist is going to jump him.
You notice that, Jeff. Only you.
Hey, I point to Stone. Hey, and I point towards the Smokey Joe.
He points over to the other booth, and you see Smokey Joe kind of moving really quickly towards the door.
Are we in between him and the door?
No.
Shit. We can't let him escape, man. He probably heard everything.
Yeah, no shit.
He's walking
let's
very
get him.
quickly and cautiously, trying to make sure you guys don't notice him.
We know.
Does he have a cast on his arm?
He does.
All right, we follow him outside.
Okay. When you get outside, you see he's getting in his car and starting to leave.
Fuck that, man.
Okay, how... Crap. I'm just shooting him. I'm going to get it over with. I'm doing it. I was going to say, well, what does it look like around here? What are how much traffic and street traffic and people? We just need to shoot him.
Actually, yeah, I pull out my machine gun and we just start spraying the car.
Okay, go for it.
All right, let's see. That's Dex plus.
You should have it under your quick actions.
Oh, okay.
Or your maneuvers, I should say.
There.
There's
Oh, yeah, there
maneuvers
we
in
go.
this game.
All right, there we go.
Oh, big giant fatty 10 cents.
Do I have any adjustments for a machine gun?
No, that'd be regular. This is just cinematic. There's no real adjustments for it.
All right. I rolled
I'm-
a 16.
Okay, that gets over.
I'm gonna spend a drama point,
Okay.
and that adds
Actually, you know
10.
what? I am
correct?
too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. So I'll go up to 28.
Okay.
Oh crap! My dice fell off the table.
For my action, I take
Oh.
another bite of a pie.
Dr. Dude's like, fuck this. I'm gonna get my hunger down, man.
Well, that only ends up being a 22 for me, which is 6 successes.
All right. The good news is that you actually hit his car, and there's no bad news, so don't worry. But yeah,
Okay.
you don't spray the wrong way or anything like that. You actually hit the side of the car, shattering the windshield, shattering the side windows, and he's like, "Oh, you nuts, man!" And he takes off. But then he crashes into a pole because his tires were flat, and he couldn't control the car. I rolled a 1, so
Oh,
yeah.
course.
I say Stonehands. You want to take the honors?
And all you hear is from the horn because
Alright.
you obviously see him laying against it after he smashed into the pole.
All right.
Oh, gee, he's knocked unconscious.
He is.
Oh, let's take him prisoner.
Well, there are a lot of
Eh.
people watching you. You notice,
Oh.
like a
Damn it.
lot.
Oh, whatever. We're
Yes.
down in the rabbit hole anyway.
It was that imposter trying to frame Smoothie again.
There you go. There's a lot
Oh,
of
wait, he's
imposters
dead.
running around. There's a lot of imposters running around.
There are a
No,
lot of
I
people
made
with
sure
their...
I disguise myself. I like put a hat on to cover my ears, all that stuff.
Oh wow!
Because I didn't want anybody
Well-
to recognize me in the.
We need just let's grab him and get the hell out of here.
People were.
While
There we
they're
You see people have their phones out recording.
while they're
Phones.
staring at those two, can I sneak away from the pie place and get into the car?
Oh crap! I don't have a car. I have my bike.
We have a car. I'm gonna. Hey, help me put him in the trunk.
Jeff, you could basically go right to the car and nobody's going to even care because you didn't get involved in the situation. You just could walk out, go
Okay.
right to the car.
Yep, then that's what I do. I start up the car.
Okay.
Oh, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn around and as we're walking away, I'm gonna fire some more into the gas tank to blow the car up so there's no evidence.
Okay.
But
Just give me a roll. You basically just have to not roll a 1 because it's a giant object that's not
Okay.
moving and
A 10. I only rolled a 10 this time.
only a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hit the gas tank and you see like some flames coming out of it. It doesn't actually blow up as of this moment, but it will eventually.
There we go. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
People
right, let's go.
recording this, of course. They're like, "Ah!" When you shoot the car, they're all scared, and you take off. Where are you guys going?
can't go to the clinic. That would be you don't want to. Well, the clinic's already wrecked, so that might not be the horrible idea. I do have that hidey hole, place in the quote unquote bad part of town. That's kind of like my bolt hole that my last hideout when I need a hideout. We could take him there.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you head over to the hideout. You hear sirens, but they're in the distance. No one's chasing you or anything like that. Because by the time the cops get there, you guys are long gone. They're not like the cops in Nightfall Bay when they just never show up whatsoever because they don't want to.
Well, it's because
But not
they're
much.
used to eating pudding.
Yeah, well, they come. These
Pudding,
these cops come with for pie, so
Is it no? So they're not pizza. They're not pizza, or these guys are pizza cops, pizza and pie cops, rather than pudding cops.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so you're at Dr. Dude's Stonehands' secret hideaway.
Okay.
All right. So we'll just make sure he's tied up good and solid on a chair. And how badly injured is he?
Oh, he's beaten up. He got into an accident, banged his head against the steering wheel. He didn't get
Okay.
shot,
We,
but he got banged up.
okay. So I just want to make sure. Yeah. Doc, can you got some smelling salts? We can wake him up.
Yeah, man. Here, try this. He hands him like one of those ones that you break and put underneath the nose.
Okay.
You do that, put it under his nose. He's like, ugh,
Yep.
ugh, ugh.
Did you forget to break it first?
I assume he did it correctly. He's not dumb.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wakes up. He's like, where am I?
You have once again interfered in my business, Smokey Joe. And now you got some questions. We have questions that need to be answered, and I got to make sure that you don't run off and tell anybody anything you may have overheard while eating pie.
Man, I was just trying to eat pie in peace, and then I saw your dumbass, so I wanted to leave because you harassed me in Radio Shack.
We're not going to argue about who did what. That was all you, Smokey.
I mean,
I apologize for actually, I don't apologize for it. There's nothing to apologize for. What are you trying to do to me?
I don't know,
All
man.
we did was we didn't do nothing to you, and then you're harassing me, but that's not the point. The point is you got the black serpents all up in my business.
Well, you were the one that got rid of the supply. By the way, how much did Radio Shack give you? They gave me a $100 gift card.
Oh, man, they gave me everything I was going to buy for free, plus a gift card.
Damn. Lucky.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that got to find a good reason for me not to just out and out kill you right now.
Well,
We
because
need some information, though.
you're a good man, and you wouldn't do that.
And I love you.
Yeah, and I secretly love you.
Well, here's the thing.
I was gonna let you rape me. No, okay.
Ah! No.
You were at my bar mitzvah.
What? You at my bar mitzvah?
You were at my
Okay.
cousin's bar mitzvah.
So I have some questions, Smokey, about this weapon spy that the Serpents have set up with the Black Lotus.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that. I've been on medical leave.
Medically, well, I know you're not a Black Serpent, so maybe they just don't tell you things, and they use you for cheap muscle and maybe some access to that dock lady who seems to have disappeared.
I don't know nothing about
And
her.
maybe that Resnick guy, that dead Resnick guy.
He was a jerk.
Yeah. So
Why
I
is there
really want to put a book.
Why is there like 8 of you guys here? Why didn't you guys get more members?
That's
You guys
for
wanna buy
us to
some
know and for
drugs?
you to find out
I
later.
think he has a concussion.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Smokey,
Yeah.
Smokey,
What?
how many people are how many people are the Black Serpents sending on this by?
I don't know, man. They don't tell me these things. I mean, I was involved in the drug part, the veil, man. That was all me, man. Yeah.
Oh, so they don't even care about you anymore.
Nah, man. Ever since you broke my arm, man, they just like threw me out into the road. I mean, I was just eating pie, man.
It's real hard to be mad at you, Smokey.
Why?
But here's the problem.
It's because he loves him. Yep, knew it. Jeff nailed it.
No. We're gonna have to do something about you. You're causing enough trouble, and I can't give you the cops because they keep letting you back out.
It's because I didn't do anything wrong, man. I was eating pie.
No, you were at that veil by, and
Oh, that was former me. I've evolved.
former you.
Yeah.
I think
You've
you were
evolved
eating-
What, Jeff?
You've
I think
evolved
it was
into attempted murder inside Radio Shack.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, you attacked me.
No. You jumped off the shelving unit on top of trying to tackle me
No, man, I was up there trying
with
to
a
get...
knife.
No. That wasn't a knife, man. That was a shovel, and I was trying to get something off the top shelf, and I fell. You just happened to be there.
Anyway, we know what kind of pie
So-
you were eating. You were eating spy pie.
That
Like
is
you
their
were
special.
spying.
Spy pie is their special, man.
Well,
It's half black and half white. Like that cartoon Spy versus Spy back in the day. I guess I'm.
well,
don't
guess what?
remember.
You've got caught.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So the question is, what? Well, the question is pretty much whether we just kill you right here, right now, or not.
Well, man, that's going to be on
And-
your conscience what you do, man. I serve a higher power now.
A pie? You serve a pyre power?
Yeah.
The pie in the sky.
Mm.
Pie?
The sky pie. I serve the sky pie.
Man, the giant spaghetti monster is where it's all at. Well,
damn
do
it.
what you need to do, man.
You know what I do? I like pull my knife and I just kind of come and I put my blade up to his throat. I don't cut him,
Uh-huh.
but I just look. I'm just looking at Stonehands just to, if he gives me the word, I'll slice his throat.
Okay. He's kind of like, you can see he's kind of nervous because you got a knife against his neck.
He starts singing hymns.
I-
Spaghetti, spaghetti.
I'm gonna pull out my
Kumbaya,
pull
my
out my
lord.
pistol, and I'm just gonna hold it up to his head. This is cleaner.
Is
back
it?
off
That's a
'cause I
little.
don't want to get shot.
I mean, is it cleaner? I mean, really?
It's a cleaner, quicker death than the
Bleeding
time
out.
it takes to bleed out from a cut throat.
True.
Hey, which one
Trying
of
to
us is supposed to
decide.
be the good cop?
I don't think we have a good cop.
No, I think you guys are all bad cops. Well, Dr. Dude's not. He just kind of
Yeah,
stands
Dr.
there.
Dude,
Dr.
you're the
Dude.
good cop. Yeah,
Dr.
come on,
Dude's
Dr.
not in the
Dude.
room.
Oh, he's not even in
You're
the
not?
room. Okay, he left. What is
where'd he
Dr.
go?
Dude doing? Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
He's outside in the hall because he can't watch somebody get tortured. Because if he
We're not
does, he's
torturing
going to try to
him.
stop it.
Well, that's why you should be in there with us, so things don't get out of hand.
If he thought it was going to be out of hand, he'd probably knock you guys out.
That's true. He would use little gas grenades, and
It's like,
That's
no,
true.
we're taking it too far. I mean, he's,
so we got to stash this dude while we take care of business.
It's like, well, man, if you're going to kill me, man, get it over with. I mean, I'm ready.
Well, don't be so cavalier about your own life.
So,
I'm gonna get Dr. Dude to come in.
I'm
Dr.
gonna-
Dude,
well,
can you
no,
come
wait.
in here, please. We
Hold
need
on.
Dr. Dude. We need.
damn it! I
we
was
need
just gonna text. I was just gonna text Dr. Dude and have him prepare a knockout drug and let Smokey Joe think we're gonna give him an overdose, but I don't want to obviously say that out loud in front of him. So I'll hurry up and shoot that text while he's going to get Dr. Dude. I'll shoot that text Dr. Dude that I wanna.
So Smoothie comes out and says, "Hey, I need you." As I'm reading the text from Stonehands, said, "Hey, can you come in here?"
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what's up, bros?
Well, in the text, I'm gonna say that want Smokey Joe to think we're he's meeting his end, and we're just gonna give him a hot shot overdose type deal, and but we're just gonna give him a drug that's gonna keep him out for a really long time.
We could just tell him that.
No,
I'm
we
pretty
think
sure
he's
he doesn't
gonna
care
die.
either way.
We make sure we have this conversation off to the side where Smokey doesn't.
No, I thought we were talking right in front of him.
I mean, as far as I knew, you were talking right in front of him, so I'm glad you said you take it outside.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, that's what I was saying in my text.
That's a lot of
Here's the
text
thing,
for
man.
him to read from walking from one end of the room to the next.
Do you-
Oh,
okay, wait a minute, Dr. Dude. Do you have any of that sodium pentothal left over?
Yes.
I think I may have one.
All right. Because here's the thing: if we can figure out if he's really on the out from the gang, like if he's like trying to play us or try to basically play the sympathy card.
Are you out in the hallway discussing all this?
Yeah, we're out in the hallway.
Okay.
So people just coming out of the apartment. It's like, hey, keep it down out here. We're trying to sleep. It's like
Hey,
10
we're
o'clock.
No,
fine
this
in
is
here.
like his hideaway is like in an abandoned place.
So listen, if we can just basically figure out like where he truly stands, and then just basically, I mean, maybe we could just make him promise to get the fuck out of town, for a while at least.
I don't know, man. I really don't trust this guy because
Well,
as
do you
soon
want to
as we
kill
get-
him? Do you
as
want to
soon as
kill
we
him?
that's not what I'm saying, man. But what I'm saying is, as soon as we give him any information of what we're gonna do, he's just gonna run back to there. And
We're not
he's
going to give him any
tell them-
information.
Well, that's I know.
we
but
need
tell
to.
him
Well, we do
anything,
need to know what he knows.
But
Yeah.
as soon as we do, he's gonna let the Black Serpents know what we're doing or where we are. So what I want to know is why he decided to attack my clinic. That was really uncool.
Well, let's find out.
Well,
Okay.
he was working for the Serpents at the time.
Well, I mean, did the Serpents know where we are, or did he know?
No, we still don't have. We don't have a lot of time to waste on this because we do need. I do need to get.
Yeah, we gotta
Uh,
I mean, we can still knock him out and secure him so he doesn't get away.
But then we'll have to worry about him waking up and do the very thing that we feared. Him running and informing the Serpents.
Did you even check if he has any trackers or his cell phone's on or whatever?
No, nobody checked him at all.
No.
Hey, nobody said we were professionals. We're kind of doing. This is by the seat of our pants here.
You might want to check that real quick before we start talking about anything else.
All right. Let's. We'll go in now, frisk him.
When you go inside the room, you see he's not sitting in the chair, and you see the ropes on the ground and the window in the
fuck
room
that.
open.
Come on.
I said securely. Damn it.
You can see the ropes have been cut.
All right, we start looking for him.
You look out the open
right,
window.
before-
You do not see him anywhere.
Mother.
Do we hear the sounds of bikes in the background, like going
No.
away?
No, because he didn't. He had a car first of all, so
Yeah.
And
Alright,
we're
I
far away
run
from
out.
there.
I run
so-
out the building and I just start looking for him.
okay. You spent a
I
good
mean, I'm an
5-10
elf.
minutes
I
looking
think I'm-
around.
I mean,
Damn it.
I am an elf. I have superior senses. I'm probably faster than him.
Smokey, what are your elven
Oh,
eyes?
and
see?
also he's injured. That's another thing. That motherfucker's injured.
Or
He's the hell he's not that fast on his feet right now.
He's
Right.
probably bleeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for tracks of blood.
well,
Or
I do have thermographic and low light vision, so yeah, we could try and pick up see if we can see him hiding, or I don't know if we're gonna.
So
find
you
him or
guys
not.
go outside and start looking on the ground and the walls and like just looking for traces of blood or something around the area, correct?
Yeah.
any sign.
No.
Up? Did he go up on the roof or up the building or by
You
roof?
check,
gate
you
type
check on the
ladder?
roof. No. You guys, go ahead.
Wait, is he hiding back in the? Was that a fake? Cut ropes, open window, hide and wait for us
You,
to leave so he can get out.
You do smell some smoke.
Aw, he started on fire because we burned his house down.
When you get
Well,
back,
if he
when you get back to the the building to go look around, you see your place is on fire,
well, that means he's around. Then that means he's close.
and then you hear brum brum brum.
I run out. Okay.
Wait, what?
You see he's on your bike, Stonehands.
Oh, I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Yeah, that's fine. You get a shot.
How many times can I shoot?
You can shoot once.
Okay. Spending a
You're
resolve
use-
point again.
I say you use your resolve point.
And let's see, that's 10 for the resolve point, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
I got a brain part for a second. So 27, which is 8 successes.
Oh man.
I've spent a lot.
So how do you really feel about Smokey Joe? Let's be honest here.
I wanted to kill him, but I can't cold-bloodedly murder him, and this doesn't count because he's stealing my bike. I wanted to put a bullet in his head while we had him in the chair, but I couldn't do it.
So
Just saying.
you're aiming for him, not the bike, correct?
But yeah, I don't want to hurt my bike.
You nail him right in the back, by right in between the shoulder blades. Yeah, like a really good solid hit on him. And you see him lurch forward and back and forth, and then your bike just crashes right into a car, flips over the car that's parked on
Yeah,
the
my
side of the
bike is
street.
toast.
He
Yeah.
just ragdolls all over the place.
Oh yeah, Smokey Joe ragdolls nonstop. A few, maybe dozen feet away from the car as he slides across the ground and isn't moving.
My bike.
Dr. Dude runs over there to check Smokey Joe.
Well, which part of Smokey Joe? Because there's a lot of Smokey Joe everywhere on the ground.
The main part.
Yeah, Smokey Joe is definitely dead. If the shot didn't kill him, the sliding,
Crash.
the crash, and the hitting the cement and sliding pretty much would have.
He checks his pulse. It's her pulse.
No, there's no post at all.
Oh, dude. I'm going to say this guy is probably dead.
Oh yeah, medically
My
speaking,
professional opinion.
medical.
I
speaking,
use
yeah.
my quote unquote big ass pistol just to be sure, but I do feel a little bit bad. I was hoping we could turn him to our side.
Well, it doesn't look like your bike's going to survive much either, man.
Yeah, your bike is
But,
all fucked up.
Well, yep, let's vacate this area. I will report my bike stolen.
Dr. Dude's going to check his pockets and whatnot.
He's got his wallet, the Smokey Joe ID. He's got $100 in there, pack of cigarettes, a lighter.
Does it say Smokey Joe on his ID?
No, it's like Joe Rodriguez.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to put that down, Joe Rodriguez.
Not anymore, because he's moving to the deceased folder, as far as I'm concerned.
All right,
Look him
so
up there, but like a cell phone or something.
He does have looks like a burner phone.
well, we'll probably take
So,
that.
There's only, when you look at it quickly, there's only one number in there.
I'd take it. And
Okay.
Oh,
toss
hey,
it to-
check the history. Check the history. When was the last time you used that number?
I tossed it to you, dude. So you're
All right.
the computer guy.
Yeah,
There
you're
you go. I'm gonna check the. When was the last time you used that number?
About an hour ago.
So that was before. That was before all this.
Yes.
Like, is that like why he was in the pie shop?
Yeah, it was while he was in the pie shop. You see, the number's been called about 4 times total in the last couple of days.
All right. I need to play.
Hey,
I'm gonna try to access this
can
number.
Can I take a look at that?
Sure.
I just want to see if I recognize the number.
While you guys doing that, get in the car because we gotta go.
Yeah, we get the fuck out.
Yeah, your apartment is toast, by the way. That your hideaway apartment is toast.
Oh, that was my in the Shadowrun. That would have been my my permanent street lifestyle residence.
Oh,
Well, it ain't anymore.
ain't anymore.
Yeah, that's what you get when you buy when it costs you 5,000 new yen for a lifetime. For a permanent. It's not very wasn't very good, but it was like it served its purpose.
This is actually a good stopping point for this week, folks. We'll see you next time.